I think too many black men want to be white men. No, just listen to me. Just hear me out. I think too many black men want to be white men. No, just listen to me. Just hear me out.
I think too many black men want to be white men.
You know, I think that oftentimes people say things because, certain things sound provocative. Certain things spark debate and conversation and engagement on social media. Certain things make you sound like you're deep or thoughtful or like, I don't, because there's certain things that people say where you go, I know stupid people are going to be like, but anybody with a brain is going to be like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not the first time, and I'm 100% sure it will not be the last time that you hear somebody say, oh, black men want to be like white men. And I don't understand why people make such a stupid statement. It really makes no sense for several reasons. First of all, white men do not have a monopoly on being successful, on having money, on having a successful household where the man is the breadwinner and the man is the leader and he has the women or a wife and then the kids. That's not exclusive to white men. There are men and have been men throughout history all across the world, even up to right now today. There are all types of men with all types of value systems and belief systems in all different countries who make money, who are the head of the household, who are the breadwinner. So it doesn't even make sense to say that when you say black men want to be white men, what I'm starting to realize is that a lot of people, they have a certain reverence for whiteness. They put white folk on a pedestal. They think the white man's ice is colder. And you hear it when you hear statements like this, because why would you say, so let's just, for argument's sake, let's just say that black men do want to be rich, they do want to have power, they do want to, let's just say even all the negative stuff. For argument's sake, let's just say there's a certain amount of black men who want to lord over women and control women and dominate them. Let's just say that that's the case. Why would you say that means they want to be white men? As if white men are the only men in the history who have ever done that. That doesn't make, here's the thing, that shows me that you have a certain viewpoint of how powerful and how almighty, like history starts and stops with the white man. Because once again, if we were to go throughout history, if we were to look across the world, even right now today, it's not just the white man. The white man is not the only person who has a whole lot of power. He's not the only person who lords over his family and his people by, either kindly or harshly. There have been all different types of men of all racial backgrounds and ethnicities and nationalities that have exuded force over women and children and gained great financial gain either by hook or crook. And so when you take that into consideration, why would you say that he wants to be a white man? I don't just that part alone makes no sense. It speaks to how you view white men. And see, that's what happens a lot of times when people make these points and these arguments. They're imposing their worldview onto other people. And since they view the white man as almighty and all powerful and everything started and ends and begins with him, they assume that that's how you feel. See, they attribute wealth and power and maybe even abuse of power. They attribute that to white men. But just because that's what you attribute to white men, that doesn't mean that the rest of us do. Believe it or not, there are black men, Asian men, Hispanic men, men of all races and cultures and religions. And a small portion of those men may have a desire to rule over women and children, to be rich and wealthy by hook or crook, and they may have a desire to abuse their power. And guess what? Their inspiration for wanting to be that was not a white man. Uh-oh. See, I don't know why. Like that's the part that gets me. It's like, how have you never considered that? Is it not possible that there are some men who have some negative thoughts and beliefs about what a patriarch is and what male leadership looks like, and they did not learn that from watching white men? That there were plenty of men in their own race, in their own group, in their own culture, in their own country who taught them this, and they learned that from them? Did it ever cross your mind that not everything revolves around whiteness and white? Like, stop it. Just stop. That's the first point. The second point is wanting to be successful, wanting to be a provider, wanting to have a family that you love and cherish and take care of as a man in a loving and appropriate way has nothing to do with you wanting to be white. And it has everything to do with your inherent desires as a man. A large portion of heterosexual men of all races, of all genders, of all nationalities, of all religious beliefs and value systems, a lot of them just inherently within them have a desire to be able to protect and provide, and have a desire to want to properly and lovingly lead a family. And it don't have nothing to do with white men at all. It's almost as if a lot of people truly believe. And you know what? This is on me because I've heard people say this for several years now. And it's just now starting to sink into me that, you know what? These people actually do believe this. Right? I've heard, and you've probably heard it as well. You've heard people say the nuclear family is white people stuff. Traditional families is white supremacy. You've heard that. The nuclear family is racist. I've heard that. You've heard that. I always assumed that these people were just crazy people saying stuff. It turns out, though, these people actually believe that. There are people in this world who actually believe that. That's why if a man comes up and he says, you know what, I just want to be able to make more money so I can provide for myself and provide for my family and take care of my wife and take care of my children and, you know, and run a household in a loving and compassionate and Christ-like way, they automatically go, you want to be a white man. Because in their mind, they truly believe that that's white. I'm just starting to really and this is on me because I've been hearing but not listening. Because they've been saying this for years now. But that's what it is. They truly believe that a traditional family model is white people stuff. They really believe that. And so if you as a black man say, you know what? I want to get married. I want the white picket fence with the 2.5 kids and the dog. I want to be the head of the household. They truly believe, oh, that's white people stuff. You want to be a white man. That's what it is. There's a lot of people, black, white. Well, I can't speak for white people. There's a lot of black people that we've been coming across, that we've been hearing speak, that truly believe that a traditional nuclear family is white people stuff. That's what it is. And so the moment men say that that's what they want, the response is always, you want to be a white man. Or black men are the white people of black people. The moment a black man says, I want a traditional family, there's a growing portion of black people who are going to tell him, you want to be white. That's white people stuff. It's very interesting, I tell you.
Nuclear family. Cut it out. Did you know that the nuclear family was an invention of white supremacists?